Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying some Mickey's popcorn. We have the Midwest mix, the Charcuterie Board,
Tennessee Whiskey Caramel, and Kentucky Bourbon Caramel.
These were $7 each at Newby Country Store. That's the only place we've ever seen this before.
Never heard of them.
It is, they're made in Memphis, Tennessee. So if you live near Memphis, Tennessee, you might have heard of Mickey's. So we're going to be trying the Midwest mix first. It says, this sweet and salty rendition of what is known as Chicago-style popcorn is affectionately known as our Midwest mix. Our blend of cheddar, cheese, and light brown sugar caramel popcorn is a concert for your taste buds. We are a proud minority-owned employment social enterprise.
It's a mouthful.
It says 2 servings in the container. 40 grams is 220 calories.
They're small bags. They're
it's Mickey'sPopcorn.com. Yeah, there's only 2 servings in here.
For $7, they're a little expensive for the size. And Chicago mix is usually caramel corn and cheese.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
caramel corn and cheese.
It's funny that they called it something different though.
A Midwest mix. Yeah. So I'm going to try one of each first just because I want to. Because we've never had their popcorn before.
The cheese is okay. That caramel corn, it's good flavor, but it's stuck in your teeth.
I don't need more. Okay.
It's mostly cheese.
Well, let me try both together, and I'll tell you. I like the combination of them both together more than I like them separate, which is surprising. For me, and then you can tell me what you think. For me, the regular cheese popcorn is very, very soft. Mm-hmm. It's very, very soft, almost like it has gotten moisture in the bag that's made it soft.
Yeah, you get that sometimes when you get like coated popcorn, but this is not coated. This is just powder coated.
Yes, it's very soft.
Yeah.
The caramel is very sticky, and
literally it's get stuck in your molars. And
there is some sweetness there, but it's not as much. It's not as sweet as other caramel popcorn I've had.
No, and I don't think the cheese is a very strong cheese flavor. The flavors overall are just kind of light.
But so the good thing is when you put them together, the sticky popcorn, the crunchier popcorn with that really soft popcorn, it makes it into one nice piece, and it makes it into a more acceptable piece. It's more pleasurable to eat than the 2 on their own, because the 2 on their own, they really aren't great. They really. Just the textures of them aren't that, and the flavors, neither one of the flavors are as strong as what we've had before.
No, even the caramel corn is usually very, very sweet and caramely.
Yes.
This really doesn't have that super sweet caramely flavor.
No.
And the cheese, I got another piece of the cheese. First of all, there's a lot of hulls. But the cheese just really doesn't come through. I mean, you get a little bit of the cheese flavor, but it really is not like I mean, you would know, oh, that's cheese, but it's not a very good cheese. I hate to say it, but
they honestly, if it had more like powder on it, and if they had put more, then it would have been better. It needs more. It needs more, and the caramel needs more.
Yeah, I agree.
So not bad, but not something I would rush like.
Especially for $7.
Yes, it's very expensive.
Because you can get a big bag of other brands for that much.
Okay, so. The Tennessee Whiskey Caramel. It says it is made with authentic Tennessee whiskey that leaves this decadent snack with notes of honey and vanilla cooked in dark brown sugar. 56 grams is 260 calories.
Use the scissors, Luke.
Okay.
So this is all like caramel corn, basically.
Yes.
Is it all one flavor?
Yeah, it's all
it is.
Tennessee whiskey caramel.
That's
So
what I
it
thought.
has honey, vanilla, it's cooked in dark brown sugar, Tennessee whiskey.
First of all, it's crunchier, which I like.
The texture of that
Yeah.
is completely different from the first one.
Yeah, the first one literally gets stuck in your molars.
This is completely different.
Yeah, that's better. It's not very sweet, but I like the flavor of that a lot better.
I really taste that Tennessee whiskey flavor.
Yeah, it's a darker flavor, like almost like molasses is dark. It's a darker flavor, like it's got a little scorch on it. That's good.
That, I would eat the whole bag.
Yeah, and like you said, I am getting that whiskey kind of flavor out of it too.
I think it's incredible. The bad thing is, it's 260 calories, and there's 2 servings in here, and I'm literally going to eat the entire bag.
Yeah.
That is different. I've never had Tennessee whiskey flavored popcorn, and I love the crunch of it, just the texture. It's just amazing that this came
difference.
from the same company.
I know. Completely
Because
different.
this is so perfect.
And it has a lot of flavor. I didn't really get the whiskey flavor until after I'd kind of been eating it for a second, and then the flavor comes out. So.
Okay, so now this is charcuterie board, and this is a combination of the Tennessee whiskey and the cheese. So I'll read what it says, but that's what it is. I'm just giving you some of them. The heavier pieces fall to the bottom. There are Tennessee whiskey pieces in here.
I'll try some of the cheese again by itself.
But you know what? If it all costs the same, they're all $7 a bag. They're not charging you more for having the Tennessee whiskey all the same. Well, then why wouldn't you just get a whole bag of that? If that's
Unless you wanted the mix.
okay. A sweet and savory combination that mimics the spread of a charcuterie board. This flavor is part artisanal cheese, flavored popcorn, and our crowd favorite Tennessee whiskey caramel. Made with Uncle Nearest premium whiskey, this flavor duo is a smoked Cajun cheddar cheese, along with a whiskey-infused caramel bursting with notes of honey and vanilla. So it is a Cajun cheddar cheese. Okay.
It's definitely a stronger cheese flavor. It's still a softer popcorn, but the flavor is a lot stronger. I like that. I like that cheese a lot better.
I do too, and you might think it being Cajun cheddar, it's going to be hot,
Yeah.
and it's not.
No, they just have some seasoning in there.
Okay,
So you
now
can
what does it
actually
taste
taste the cheese in that one. Whereas the first one you couldn't. The bad thing is it's still that softer popcorn. That's definitely better, but I'm like you. I think I would just get a whole bag of this, the Tennessee whiskey, over the mix.
Well, let me just say something. I don't know if you noticed it or not, but the caramel pieces in here are soft.
But they're soft. They're sticking to your teeth.
They're soft. They stick to your teeth.
Yeah, I noticed that
It's
too.
almost like they, because they put them in the same bag together, they're ruining each other. It's like they're working against each other. And that cheese, it's soft. It's a softer popcorn. And it's like it's making that caramel soft. And by it making it softer, it is sticking in your teeth. Whereas when we just had the caramel, there's not that issue. It's truly like they're butting heads in that bag.
I wonder if the cheese, maybe they're spraying something on it to get the cheese to stick to it, and they're sticking it in the bag when it's still got some moisture in it.
I don't
or
know,
something.
but it just
it does make it stickier.
Yeah, it does not work for me. So far, I would not pick either one of the bags
cheese.
with the cheese. Yeah, that's just the truth.
No,
Okay,
I
so
agree with you.
I'm really excited to try this one though because we love the Tennessee whiskey. This is Kentucky Bourbon. And it says it's made with top shelf Kentucky bourbon that leaves this decadent snack with notes of caramel, vanilla, and spice. It has cinnamon, clove, and nutmeg cooked in dark brown sugar.
Why all that top bourbon?
I don't know why they added that to the bourbon. 56 grams is 260 calories. I don't know because bourbon is usually good enough to stand on its own. Let me tell you.
You don't have to spice it.
It doesn't need anything added to it, but you know what? They maybe they just wanted it to be a lot different.
Because whiskey is more of an alcohol flavor, whereas bourbon, you got like a smoky, woodsy flavor. It should.
Again, great texture.
Yeah, it's good.
So they know how to make good caramel corn, Mickey's. They do. It's just what happens. I think it's science. What happens in that bag when you combine them, it just messes it up.
I got this. Just like with the Tennessee, that little bit of bourbon flavor doesn't come out until you've been eating it for a little bit, and it's not as strong. Like the Tennessee whiskey was a stronger flavor, and it's still not really strong, but
I'll be honest with you, I could eat the whole bag because it's sweet. It's very, very sweet, and I love the texture. However, I don't get cinnamon, cloves,
no, I don't get
nutmeg.
I really just barely get the bourbon.
Or bourbon.
Yeah.
I don't get any bourbon at all.
I got very little of the whiskey either.
See, I love I got the whiskey.
I got more of the whiskey than I did the bourbon for sure. But I didn't really even get a lot of the whiskey. So
the whiskey's still my favorite.
They need to bump up their flavors like a lot. I do have to say the cheese flavor in this one was really good. I like the cheese flavor in that one, but I didn't like the texture. So
the Tennessee whiskey is my favorite, and I would buy it again and again and again. And then the Kentucky bourbon would be next, but no, you are not buying it for bourbon. You're not buying it for any of the spices they mentioned because it just tastes like a really good caramel corn to me.
Yeah, no, I agree. 99.5% is caramel.
Yeah, and I would not get the mix at all. It's we've explained it over and over. It's just there is no point to getting those. They did not have a bag, which surprises me, of
just cheese.
Just cheese. Yeah. They all the cheeses have something in them, so we can't really judge it on its own. So I don't know if they did just a bag of cheese, is it going to be that super, super soft? I don't have any idea.
I think the caramel ones are okay. I still don't think they're worth $7. I think they're good, but they're not $7 good.
I think $7 is a lot, but I'd never heard of the company before, and
maybe if they're not sold in a little store, then
exactly. We bought them at a very small country store, and so I'm sure the price is a little elevated because of that. So if you live in Tennessee and you've seen this brand on the shelves, we would love to know, what is the normal price? Do you see them in your regular stores? Because a lot of times they'll have a section of like I know in our Kroger stores, they have a Kentucky section. Yeah. So in your stores, they might have a Tennessee section, and you might see these on the shelves.
Yeah.
So, but you can't see the name and not think of the song. Oh, Mickey,
what song?
Mickey. I had to sing something.
She's 80, by the way.
What?
She's 80, just to make you feel old.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she's 80 years old? Is she really 80?
I think I read
the woman who sang this?
I think I could be wrong with the age. I know she's older.
Oh, okay. Because I know I read somebody else's 80. 81, I think. Carly Simon.
I'm pretty sure
it's like 81.
I'm pretty sure she was the one somebody said just to make you feel old. And then,
that she's 80?
She was 80.
That's hard to believe that she would be 80 years old.
Which makes sense because in the 80s she was probably in her 30s. So
yeah, that does make sense. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let us know if you've ever seen, heard, tried this brand at all. And thanks for watching.